What's up, YouTube? Today it's gonna be a long video. Also, if I bump this tripod that I got from Walmart for $12, this happens. So forgive me for that in advance. I'm gonna try my best not to bump it. But this is what's crowding my knife roll right now. And I don't think I'm gonna be changing it up. This is from Recycled Firefighter. You can go get that still. This is the leather slip that I carry things in. It's from Rough Rider with some neat paracord. Up your paracord game. You won't regret it. We're going to start out moving left to right. We're going to start with the GECs. We're going to move into stuff made in Europe. The case before that, and then stuff made in Europe. So, first and foremost, we have the 65. Oh, let me turn on the light too, actually. We got the 65 Ben Hogan. This thing is badass. And I have no regrets turning this into a user. Picked it up for like $100. Got real lucky. I was watching the groups. Somebody was like, oh, it's you can get it. I just cleaned up all these, by the way. So these are users, but I've, taken the time to run over them with some Neverdol and then also some blue magic paste that is not accessible to me at this. Oh, here it is. I use this as well on all my knives. Renaissance wax. This is the blue metal polish cream. And then this one is what I would use on bigger knives. Bowling alley wax, made in the USA. It's good stuff. It's made by this, or distributed by the same people of the Renaissance wax. Sorry, I think I bumped that. Okay, so then this is the 88 that I carry. Has a spade on it. I'm a Marine, so I like that symbolism a lot. The spade is famously the firing switch. The trigger on the 50 cal looks like vaguely like a spade, this portion anyway, without this, and then you go down. I know that because I'm a former Marine. I was a machine gunner. That means I've actually worked a day in my life. This knife is great because you have this lamb's foot that's pinchable. And then this is pinchable as well. You just kind of have to finagle this out of the way. But if you don't have any fingernails, this is a good one to carry. I end up using this one to eat and this one to open boxes and stuff. As I've been using this, I have noticed, I will say this, that there is a little tiny bit of gapping appearing. No big deal, honestly. I love the knife. It serves me well. Is this thing... I can't tell if it's shaking or not. This is a 54, I believe. Let me look. I'm behind a camera. Yes, it is. And it has a clip and a spear. This thing is super, super snappy. Very strong. It's bitten me on this channel, on air, multiple times. It is what it is. Sometimes you get to taste the steel, so to speak, This is a slim line trapper, GEC's version of it. It's a 48 from what does that say? Hang on. It's a 48 from 2010. Looks great. Snakewood, cloud shield, or keyhole shield. Some people call it the dog turd shield, but I mean, then they collect Northwoods that have a literal butt plug on them. I get it's supposed to look like an arrow, but I've never seen an arrowhead with rounded edges. I have seen butt plugs, though, because I'm not a prude. Not that I've used them. Not that it would matter. I don't really care about that kind of stuff. This is a Eureka Jack, a 92, canvas green micarta. This is a great knife to carry. Hasn't bit me yet. I'm sure it will. It's pretty snappy. I got this from TSA for about $100 because they didn't price it the way I would price it. But this the name of the game. Sometimes you want to move something fast, and for some reason the Eureka Jacks are not like super coveted in the GEC community. Not really sure what the deal is with that. This is a 15 from 2018. It's a user. All these are users, obviously, but I've cleaned this up. It looks good right now. The jigging on it is very nice. The coloring on it is very, very nice. This is a great piece. All of these blades are centered. These are expensive pieces in the grand scheme of what you can buy. I mean, you can buy Rough Riders. They will cut things. They are knives. But I like my stuff made in America. I realize that's not everybody's jam, or basically, I wouldn't say made in America. I would say I like my stuff made by people that are getting paid the appropriate amount of money for their labor, and they're not being ripped off by the modern day equivalent of Mao Zedong. Although that wasn't an insult, so please don't kill me, guy that runs China with his brutal regime. As you can see, the inside liners are very nice. This is a Queen City cutlery piece. You can see the Queen City right there. What does that say? That's just the Queen stamp. Some people kind of look down on these knives, no clue why. They are great. And this one has no half stops, as you can see. This clip is great. And then you have the, the Stockman regular options of a pinchable sheep's foot or ram's foot. And then also a spade blade, which is, this thing is, I'm behind a tripod, so it's a little tough if I'm not used to it yet. Again, I apologize for any jiggling that occurs. This is Case's version of a Slimline Trapper SFO. Special factory order, as they're called, meaning that Smoky Mountain Knife Works is where this is from. It's the only place you're going to get this, and it's probably going to be limited in its availability. There's no half stop. That is what, not tru-sharp. As you can see, it has a patina. It is, man, I wish this would focus. This is 1095 carbon steel. So yeah, jumped on that. I have a little tiny one of the same family from SMKW, but it's a little bottle knife, as they're called, swell center knife. This was a factory or a vault, type deal where Case will run them for a minute and then stop. This is what is called Rogers jig bone. I don't know who Rogers is. Probably not Mr. Rogers. Could be Rogers and Son. It's an old English knife producer, manufacturer. The jigging on this is like chef kiss, like mwah, so good. Tru-sharp steel, it's centered, has a half stop. Couldn't ask for much more out of that knife. This is a big jackknife. It locks. It's a cheetah pattern. As you can see, it is pretty cool. I think this is Valley jig bone or something like that. Pretty neat stuff. I like this knife a lot. That's why I carry it. Moving on, we have a sod buster from Maserin, I believe. Let me look. Yep. Bird's eye pivot. It's all shiny. I just cleaned it up. You can see it was a little rough. I bought this for like $50, D2 steel. This is before they really jumped into, we're going to pander to the American audience because these people are just throwing money at us. This is a Boker Prime Curly Birch. It was just on the channel with that Case Barlow. Prime Barlow is what I should have said. N690 steel. Very nice wood. Super snappy. Very nice piece. And we've got this from Mike Latham collaborating with, I believe, either Maserin or Viper. Yeah, this is a Viper. There's, those companies over there. There's like 3 of them, and they kind of interchange their names or work together. I put titanium green bead on this with blue lanyard because Really reminds me of punk rock. The punk rockers like to wear often those weird striped pants that they wear. I'm into punk music and oi, so it makes sense that I would like this. And I figured this kind of reminded me of the Joker a little bit, and it's a movie that, although not directly related to subculture, definitely has a lot to do with dropping out of the system that is marginalizing people and just being like, well, I mean, if you're not going to let me have a seat at the table, I'll go eat outside. Super nice piece, super snappy. Love it. I have another one of these in Stag, but I don't carry that one. This is another one from Mike Latham. These are all from Mike Latham. Collector knives, all right? So that's what they say on there. So collector knives, you can see it. I'm going to show it. Got the CK Collector Knife Edition. This is, I believe, from Vox, which is, like I said, there's like 3 companies. M390, this is M390 steel. That is M390 steel as well. This is a gun stock because it looks like a gun stock, right? Very snappy. This will bite you. And I've heard Mike Latham speak at some length that he likes when the action, I don't know if it's going to pick it up, where this kind of comes down and then flips a little forward and comes back to rest. So there's almost a little bit of like over travel to here and it comes back. He likes them real springy. Why would you not, you know? This is a swayback gentleman's carry. Very nice. This is M390 steel. This is just a little tiny lanyard that I have on it. Didn't want to do too much. This is I think either Best Man or a Battle Horse. It has a sheep's foot and this guy. Very cool M390. That is olive wood. Super snappy, super great carry. And this is a teardrop knife that has, what is that stuff called? Can't remember now. I guess it's a brain fart. This doesn't have a spring. It's a double detent system. It's very cool. You can kind of consider it a friction folder, but I don't really. I just consider it a slip joint. Anyway, this ran long. Just figured since I had them out cleaning them, I'd do a video. Thanks for sticking with me. These are all great knives. Hope you folks have a great rest of your day. Bye now.